Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ruffle Rowlett, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking ourselves a look at something that I think you guys will enjoy. We're taking a look at several rumors, okay? We're going to go through several rumors in this video, guys, and I actually have another video that I can post later tonight. If you guys want to see a second video today, I have a really good video I want to post for you guys with some really interesting information and a few things that have been discovered and kind of a little bit of like theory type stuff. So if you guys want to see that second video, make sure to drop a like down below. If we can possibly hit... Let's make a wild gander here. If we can hit 1,000 likes on this, and I haven't asked for this in a long time, but if we can genuinely hit 1,000 likes on this video, I'll post that second one later tonight. If we don't hit it, I'll just save the video for tomorrow instead. But we do hit it, then I know you guys want to see some Gucci stuff, and I'll post the other one also later tonight. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below in general. Make sure to subscribe if you're unsubscribed already, and also let me know in the comment section down below, guys. What is going to be your starter Pokemon Sword and Shield now that we know a little bit more info about them? And that sort of stuff, and of course in general, like, have you changed your opinion from when you first saw them to now? Like, which one's going to be your starter? I know mine's going to be Scorbunny most likely, unless we see the evolutions and Scorbunny looks awful in its evolutions, otherwise I'm going to be going for it, But yeah, if it's not Scorbunny, then it's Grookey. But yeah, either way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the actual rumors, shall we, for today, ladies and gents. So first things first, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be this right here. So this rumor, or this is not really a rumor, this is just some stuff that came up recently. Some guy just did a little bit of a breakdown on some of the things he thought might be in these, what all these things on the map might be. So here's what this guy said. With the news and information, the effort leak and such, this is how the adventure should be followed. We all know the starting town would go to Bricktown, but this is not the first gym according to Affleck. First gym is grass, which is Mailloux. Second gym is water, Nessa. Third gym is fire in the Bricktown, aka Kabu, which we now know the Bricktown that we're talking about is this one right here, which we know the name of. I think it's Motostoke. So Motostoke right there is going to be it's going to be the the third gym, I guess, which is going to be the fire type gym. We've seen that it's a fire type gym based on a logo that was on the ground that looked like a fire logo. So we can establish from that's what's going to be. Then down here also is the forest. We're probably going to run into some sort of legendary Pokemon, it seems like. And also there's where we're going to be doing the Wooloo quest. If you guys don't know this, with this real information that we know now. So we're going to be doing the Wooloo quest. To just bring Wooloo back to the town, but this also may be the way we're gonna get to the Moto City, because otherwise we would need to take the road through the wild area, which we're not going to be allowed to do because that won't be doable until 2 hours into the game. So it's kind of interesting. Now, he does point out as well that the fourth gym is either the little town without a visible stadium or a small island picture, as island actually would make sense, accessible through boats to the east, with the fourth stadium, the fairy type gym, being Opal. It can be the forest town at the northwest because it wouldn't be couldn't be the fourth stadium, according to the Affleck League. Now, fifth gym is ice. You can go through Dragon Town and continue to the sixth gym, either fighting or ghost, Baya or Alistair. And seventh gym is psychic, Galar Ponita, and eighth gym is Dragon Gym in Dragon Town. Now, that is that stuff. So, that was just a few things I want to kind of point out here. I thought it was an interesting thing to mention because all the new information we've got now from these 90-minute gameplays from all these media outlets and also some of these YouTubers have given us a little bit of a good insight on what might be coming our way. But now, there's another thing I want to point out, guys, and that is this leak right here. So, this is actually, I'm considering this a leak now officially. This right here, this exact image. Now, why am I considering this a leak? Well, because this information here seems to be 100% correct as far as I can tell, right? It seems like the information here is legitimate, correct, and there's no foolery going on. It seems like this is genuine. Why am I saying this? Well, this was posted on July the 14th, right? And in this image, there is a lot of stuff that we now know is actually real. So what are we talking about? Well, for example, let's take a look at it, right? So, for example, Longcat's Meowth right there has been confirmed as real. Giant fat-ass Pikachu, that's also been confirmed as Gigantamax form. Also, over here, Machamp. Machamp is being hinted in the recent gameplay we've gotten, thanks to all those YouTubers and media outlets. It's actually being hinted that it's going to get a Gigantamax form as well, and it wouldn't even be surprising. Then also the character over here in the Eevee outfit could be hinting at the Gigantamax Eevee that we also got, or at the female characters in the game, like the little, little trainers, the small trainers, like kid trainers, that actually have like a Eevee One Piece on them, which is exactly what we have right there. Then also the dragon over here could have been hinting at Charizard Gigantamax form. The 8-ball, of course, we thought back then when we saw it, we assumed that, when they showed us Weezing, Galarian form, that's what they're talking about because of the top hat and the circular shape and all that stuff. Then there's also these, the chipmunk over there or whatever, which could be the Squavit and Gradund, which are, you know, like have been confirmed by the Ben Affleck leak. Then there's also a few sheep down here, which I'm not sure if that's meant to mean. It's like 5 of them. Then there's also like this, like, you know, moth-looking thing over here, which could be a reference to Butterfree getting a Gigantamax form. Then there's also a gargoyle over here, which could be Impidimp, something related to that, maybe like an evolution. There's also a knight with a, like a spear, which is definitely Surfetched. Then there's also a elephant teapot, which is definitely from the elephant teapot, you know, thingy that we saw in one of the trailers, as well as the fruit bat, which could be a thing. And there's like a bunch of stuff here that essentially confirms it. There's also, like, of course, you know, the football player right there, which is Score Bunny, the spy, which is, you know, Sobble, the gorilla, which is Grookey, you know, of course. And then there's also like a Loch Ness looking thing and a I don't know, like a, I'm not sure if it's, what, you know, I guess this is like a Sasquatch, something like that. I don't know, maybe not that, but maybe like a, you know, like those things in the mountains or whatever. Either way, and there's also fat cat, which is also going to be a thing for Meowth. Apparently, might have a Galarian form, which I don't know why they would do another one, but hey, I mean, what am I, you know, what am I gonna do about that? And then there's of course also, right here, right up here, you guys can see there is a Clefable and a Gengar merged together, which is, you know, one side is, you know, pure, one side is like dark, and the reason they do that is because that's a reference to Morpeko. So this rumor here, this image rumor, is definitely, I would say, a leak at this point, right? And I mean, it gives us an indication there's a few more things to come our way, most likely, in these reveals. Because we still don't know what the eye is up there, like the eye and the spider net. We don't know what the knight up there is, like the guy in the knight armor, like the kind of dark knight. Then there's also like some sort of weird like crystal, yeah, like red thing. There's of course these two below me here. You know, and the sheep down at the bottom, you know, and like there's just, and then also like there's a ram like over in the, like the corner over there. So who knows what these are actually referencing? I don't really know just yet, but I thought it'd be worthwhile to mention them and just kind of like bring them up to you guys and just kind of reintroduce this rumor to you guys. But now that is not all. We have actually more things, ladies and gentlemen, that I think are worthwhile going through. So we have a few more things here that I want to kind of like either debunk or like just kind of like shut down. So first one is going to be this thing right here. So this was posted on 4chan, and of course Blaziken here made a joke about this being his, like, you know, game in this house, but then, you know, he responded down here, it's just like, you know, this most likely isn't real. Now this is an image, it shows like an actual code right there, like HADW3A Euro, or Euro, AEUR, which is Euro. It looks like really realistically and well made, I gotta be honest. But then there's also this one from another guy who's saying that the first image is fake. There's this guy, and this guy's definitely fake. And the reason why it's fake, and I'm gonna show you right here why it's fake. If you zoom in on it, right, you can see how it's like how it's very sharply cut around the corners. And like you can even see around the finger here how it's like cut off and whatnot, like the nail, because he photoshopped this in here. So that's definitely Photoshop and fake. This one though is a little bit different. It looks slightly more realistic, but even if you open up this one and you actually zoom in on it, you'll see that even it has a lot of discrepancies. I mean, look at right here how it's like just like the shadow on it just doesn't make any sense. It just looks way too unrealistic. Also, the Nintendo logo looks a little bit off in my opinion. So, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I don't have one of these, like, chips for, you know, Let's Go Pizza, Let's Go Eevee, because I actually didn't buy the games physically. I bought them, you know, on the eShop, so I can't really check how those look. But I do think we have Breath of the Wild in here, so we can actually take a look at what the Breath of the Wild one looks like. So, they do include a code at the bottom. That's always included. I have a USA one, so it says like USA, but it doesn't include like, doesn't include the Nintendo logo, but also the ESRB rating is included. So there's no ESRB, or like there's no PEGI one. There's meant to be PEGI on this one right here. There's no PEGI rating on it, you know. So that's instantly a little bit of a problem. You can see right here, you know, like this one. I'm not sure how it's very blurry. I'm sorry, but yeah, it doesn't really, you know, it includes like an ESRB rating because it's an American one. Because in the US it's ESRB, whereas in Europe it's PEGI. And it doesn't include like a PEGI rating here. It's just, you know, it should do. So I would probably call this a fakey dakey. I'd say this isn't real. And of course, this one's definitely fake. There's no way this one right here is real. It looks straight up photoshopped. So I would not believe that one whatsoever. If I was you, I would just not trust it. I'm just saying, you know, just it doesn't look real. Either way, final thing, like, ladies and gentlemen, for this video. So here we have a rumor that popped up. Somebody trying to claim that they knew as much information as the Ben Affleck guy. Let's see what it actually says here. I got tired of all this S stuff. I'll drop why Game Freak chose to chop out some Pokemon for every future mainline games. The reason it's called Pokemon Home. Let me just say this first. Nintendo has been harassing Game Freak to make a Pokemon game 4 years running. Sun and Moon 2016, Ultra Sun and Moon 2017, Let's Go Beach Let's Greavy 2018, Sword and Shield 2019. So the team needed to split itself to be able to make all these games. For this reason, they haven't had the time to make the HQ animations or high quality animations for Sword and Shield. Masuda and Omori were forced by Nintendo to state these lies in the Famitsu interview. It would be cool if this is true. If this would be good if it's true, but who knows. Now, clarify this issue. Let's continue to talk about that S. Home is the emblem of speculation. You're literally forced to use Home if you want to play with all your Pokemon. That's because you won't be able to transfer all of them into the mainline games. Think Home like a mix of Pokemon 3D and Pokemon Camp. Home has a cost, of course. The annual charge is 500 yen, more or less. I've been able to transfer all the Pokemon in Sword and Shield. You didn't need to play with Pokemon Home, and therefore to pay for Home. However, despite all Game Freak is planning to release more nice future games, Stamina Pro remakes where Dialga and Palkia will get new forms, Let's Go Johto where Spiky or Pichu will return, and Gen 9 for Nintendo Switch. Well, we'll see if, all these it's giving us a little bit too much here to work with. Now, you know the truth. Also, there's more. Meltan and Melmetal are in the Galar deck. Stations of Zeta typings are related to new items. Galarian, Sunflora, and Gramble. Gigantamax Eevee, which is true. And breeding is becoming useless for IVs. And no third title for Gen 8, which also makes a lot of sense. I don't know. Interesting rumor. I'm not sure if it's real or not, but interesting nonetheless. Interesting nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below, of course. If you guys want us to drop a second video today, guys, a really, really interesting second video that I think you guys will really enjoy. If you want to see that second one later today, drop a like down below. Let's get to 1,000 likes. If we hit that, that'll be awesome. And I'll drop that video. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. I'll be going and watching the Joker movie later today, actually. In a few hours, I'll be going to do that. Actually, maybe like 2 hours, I'll be doing that. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. My name is Ruffle Rowlett. Have a great day. Bye-bye, ladies and gents. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.